Sindri. Blackpuss. A hole. What? Gets bigger the more you take away.
Wow, that was probably one of, if not the best games I have played within the last 2 years. That was both exciting, frustrating, emotional, and just everything in between. I have not cared for characters as much as I have in God of War Ragnarok. I think part of it was because I replayed God of War 2018 beforehand, but wow. This game made me cry multiple times. I cried during the beginning. Uh, the funeral made me a little bit emotional. It was mostly the ending and Brock's death, and the conversation we had with Sindri right after his death is kind of what really got to me. But yeah, also Thor's death was really sad. I really wish they kept Thor alive. I think it'd be really cool to have him, but it's fine. Uh, Odin was a great villain as well. I like his motivations of how he just wanted to become literally all knowing, like all powerful being. Uh, I think my only complaint with this game has to be that some of the missions, especially some of the Atreus ones, drag on for a little bit too long, and also some of the side missions are kind of like, what's it called? Not enjoyable to play. What I've been told. I only did like one or two of them. I mostly tried focusing on the story. Also, I don't know. I wasn't also expecting the game to be as hard as it is. Like, there's some boss fights in here that are really balanced and other. Like, for example, I think the boss fight with the two Valkyries before Odin and Thor were a lot more difficult, a lot more harder than Odin and Thor themselves. But yeah, besides that, it was a fantastic game. The soundtrack goes absolutely hard. I've listened to the song of the credits in the background for like, I don't know, about like 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks now. I don't know. Ever since whenever the Game Wars happened, I heard the song for the first time performed. And was like, this song slaps, and it's my playlist. I'm listening to the God of War Ragnarok theme though, and honestly, I am super happy that I managed to beat the game around the Christmas time. I think I'm recording this the day after Christmas, but that's when I beat it. It's currently almost 11 o'clock. I just beat the game. Uh, Such a phenomenal game, guys. I highly recommend it. And for me personally, and for a lot of possibly millions of people around the globe, this is our game of the year. Just because Elden Ring won doesn't mean that in our hearts, God of War Ragnarok is the best thing to come out of 2022, or one of the best things. I adore this game. It honestly made me it kind of reminded me of how well done single player games can be. Like, no offense to like Resident Evil Village's DLC or anything, but it kind of got like boring after a while. I was kind of the same thing over, and they kind of I don't know. This just when it came out was like, I really want to play this game. It has the best opening to any game ever created. I feel like one of the best openings ever. Like, the first 40 minutes to an hour of God of War Ragnarok is absolutely incredible. And like I said, the soundtrack for this game does not need to go as hard as it does. Like, It is unbelievably good, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna probably be my #1 pick for my favorite game of the year when I do my ranking of every single game I played this year. This is gonna be #1, 100%. I don't think there's anything else that could be #1. I think this is by far the best game I played this entire year. I didn't really record too much. I was originally gonna do a playthrough, but I got a little too carried away with the game's like, I'm not gonna do a playthrough. It also took away from storage, so yeah. Maybe I'll go back and play it one day on stream or something. Maybe when it's like a 1 year anniversary. Um, I am very excited to see what they're gonna do next with the character and next with the game. I'm hoping they hopefully go to Egypt or Japan. I think not Japan. Egypt is one's more likely though. But besides that, am excited for this game. I'm excited for the next game. I'm excited for the future of Kratos. Possibly with Atreus. I'm gonna actually go into a little bit more detail now of like why I like this game so much as I do. As the credits go here, because I want to give everything out to these talented people who've worked on this game and brought me probably this is the most emotional gaming experience I had this year, and the most intense and the most immersive gaming experience I had this year. And I'm honestly a little bummed now after the game didn't win Game of the Year at the Game Awards. But even though I was like 10 hours in, I was like, I kind of want this game to win the game of the year. It didn't, but my friend was telling me like it should have won. It should have won, and he should have seen that. Oh yeah, I also shout out to my friend Doubles if you're watching this. I made this video because if you told me to review it, and that's what I'm doing. I'm reviewing God of War. Maybe what else do I think about this game? I think the combat was really well done in this game. It was kind of like the updated, enhanced version of the last game almost, where it kind of basically took the same elements. It gave us a brand new weapon, and it gave us they gave us the Chaos Blades, and they also gave us a Leviathan Axe. We also got the brand new Drafnir Spear. I think I said that correctly. I think that was a really, really awesome weapon. It was really, really fast. It did a lot of damage, and honestly, it was really cool. I think the Leviathan Axe is still probably the best weapon out of this game. I think it absolutely just dominated, especially when you fully level it up. It is absolutely insane how good that thing is. Like that honestly carried me through the end game. Leviathan Axe carried me through the end game. Blades of Chaos, or the Chaos Blades, I think, yeah, they carried me to the early game. Ragnarök Spear carried me towards wherever that introduced around Heimdall section. But after Heimdall, the Leviathan Axe is my biggest, thing. And also, I do want to say that I think the story in this game was overall a 10 out of 10. I think it was a 10 out of 10 story. My only complaint is the Atreus missions. Actually, I'm going to give it a 9.9 out of 10. Just because there was one Atreus mission that dragged on for a little bit too long. It's the one when they're in the Ironwood. The Ironwood mission drags on for a little too long, and that kind of sucked. Another thing I want to talk about here is kind of that the enemy variety was a lot more better than the first in 2018. I loved all the enemies, and actually in this game, I'm fully on board with God of War. I mean, I really, really liked the first one a lot. I absolutely loved it. Well, 2018, the Norse Saga. The Norse Saga was really good. And now I'm probably going to go back and play every single one of the previous God of War games. I'd probably start off with God of War 1 and 2, 3, and then I'll do all the spin-offs and everything like that. And it was a mobile game too, but yeah. Also, I want to say this as well for everybody who haven't really gave this game a chance yet. And if you have a PS5 or a PS4, because I'm pretty sure this is you also get it on PS4. Don't double quote me on that. I don't know if it's a PS. Yeah, it is a PS4 game too. I'm looking at this right now. Okay, so if you ever played PS5 or PS4, I'd recommend on the PS5. The graphics are so good in this game. Like, it is unreal. It looks like you're watching a movie almost. Like, it is insane. To be fair, God of War is kind of like one big long movie in a way that's also playable in some sections. I feel like I can play online a lot with this game. I'm just like, you know what? As long as it has fun combat and it's not just like a playable movie, press a button, it's like, oh, it interactions. No, if it has a lot of awesome side missions, a lot of awesome characters, and yes, although there's a lot of cutscenes and story things in the game, it doesn't mean that it's just like Walking Simulator 2.0. I think it's actually really, really well done. If the story is bad, then I'll be something else. Like, oh yeah, it's just like good combat, but the story absolutely sucks. No, it actually generally has a really good story, and just overall is just a really, really, really awesome game. Just sit down and play. And like I said, it honestly made up. I think it took me it took me like a month of being. I almost took like a month to beat the game because I didn't really like do like a lot of people did. I took my time with it because I was playing Fortnite and other games while playing God of War. I play like an hour of it a day, and then like today I'm like, okay, I have 4 hours left of the game. Let's just crank it all out because I know like the game ends around 18 hours. They have like what 19, 20 hours in the game. So I decided, okay, I'm just gonna crank it all out, get everything done today. And like I said, this game also really did piss me off. I forgot how hard these games work. I did it on the second to highest difficulty. I think it was give me a challenge. I forgot what it's called. I didn't do God of War, to the one before God of War, and it was brutal, man. Oh my god, the fire area was, oh my god, it was absolutely crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. If somebody who actually worked in God of War Ragnarok can watch this video somehow, thank you for this experience. It's absolutely incredible and one of the best, like I said, experiences I had all year. The soundtrack, Bear McCreary, I love you. You are probably one of my favorite composers for video games. Like, you somehow managed to top the already 10 out of 10 God of War theme from the first game. The God of War theme from 2018 was peak, and he managed to peak it again with the God of War Ragnarok theme. It is even more better and epic than the first one, which I don't know how he pulled off. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here because it's kind of getting late. Amazing game. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 still. Probably my favorite game of the entire year. Not probably. It is the best game of the entire year for me. I haven't played Elden Ring. No, I don't really want to play Elden Ring. I don't really find Souls games to be my type of game. Besides Dark Souls, I like Dark Souls and Bloodborne. Huh, maybe I will give Elden Ring a chance. Who knows? Anyway, is it for me? Now, see y'all next time. Peace out, everybody. And yep. Let me know if you want to do a God of War playthrough down below, like a brand new God of War playthrough. Let me know.